couple of different boundaries based on looking at, it says x is less than -1, so there's a boundary there. And then x is between -1 and 3, so there's a boundary 3 there. And then x is greater than or equal to 3. So here is where we want to graph y equals -2/3 x plus 4. In between 1 and 3, we want to graph y equals 3. And after 3, we want to graph y equals x minus 5. So I'm going to start with this first portion. So as a y-intercept of 4 and a slope of -2/3, so down 2 over 3, down 2 over 3, or up 2 over 3. But remember, this is my boundary right here, and I only want the line to be on that side. If it's difficult to see where the point would actually hit the boundary, plug in the point on the boundary. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in -1 to that function. -2/3 times -1 plus 4. Then I'm going to get y equals 2/3 plus 4, which is 4 2/3. So I know for this function, when I plug in -1, I'm getting 4 2/3. But it's not equal to -1, it's just less than. So this is just an open boundary point at -1, 4 2/3, which would be like right there. So this line is going to exist there. And I'm going to erase the other points that are on outside of the boundary that I want. In between 1 and 3, we're graphing y equals 3. So that's a horizontal line here. It's equal to when x is -1, so that's a closed point, but it's simply less than when it's at 3, so that's going to be an open end point. And then I want to graph y equals x minus 5. So again, to get some points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My y-intercept would be down here at -5, and I would go up 1 over 1. So these are points on that line. But again, remember, sorry about this. The boundary is right here at 3, and we only want to graph the line on the right side of the boundary. So I only want from this point right here to the right, so along this portion of the line. The other points are not in the right domain area. They're outside of the boundary. So I'm going to erase them. And this is a closed endpoint because it did say x could be greater than or equal to 3. So this would be our graph for this piecewise function.